Hello. Um, Today's book is Voice of Freedom, Fannie Lou Hamer, Spirit of the Civil Rights Movement. As you can see, this book has won several awards. It was a Caldecott Honor book, a Robert Siebert book. However, the award that I am choosing this for is the Coretta Scott King Award. So this book was the 2016 John Steptoe Award for New Talent under the Coretta Scott. And just recently, so this year, the Illustrator Award went to Yuka Holmes, who illustrated this book. The book was written by Carol Boston Weatherford. So basically, this is a picture book biography of Fannie Lou Hamer. Before I read this book, I did not know who that was, and come to find out, she was a staple in the civil rights movement. The book is set up in verse. It doesn't rhyme. There's no rhythm, no pattern, no nothing. It's just set up like this. However, what drew me to this book were the illustrations. They're beautiful, they're bright, they're bold. They add so much to this story. The illustrator, Yuka Holmes, like I said, she won the 2018 award. She is known for using mixed media art that uses layers of different medias to create like a quilt-like effect, which has a lot to do with her ancestry and her roots. A lot of her illustrations are done for prominent people who had roles within the civil rights movement. A lot of her work mimics or is reminiscent of African and African American artists. So using an illustrator that has deep roots in African art and chooses to illustrate political and social injustices really adds to the story of Fannie Lou Hamer. This book is available in my elementary school. It is rated as a 9th grade reading level. However, there is some controversial language in it, and I would definitely not let any student under 5th grade check this out. And honestly, I probably wouldn't want a student to read it by themselves. I would want to read it to the class and then obviously discuss the strong language that is used in it. It is recommended for grades 7 through 12, and the activity that I chose is appropriate for those grades. It's an activity to recognize and build up prominent Black women who had a impact during the civil rights movement. I'm getting it right here. The activity would determine the leadership characteristics of Mississippi civil rights leader, this one being Fannie Lou Hamer, and they would create a Women's History Month program honoring Fannie Lou Hamer. So you can do this several ways. You can do it essay form. You could do it graphic organizer form. I am learning now how to use different medias. So I would probably recommend like a Prezi or a PowerPoint presentation that showcased the subject and what their contributions were and how they helped shape America today. Overall, this book was very interesting. Like I said, I had never heard of her until I read the book. I would recommend it definitely during Black History Month or when you get to a a civil rights lesson.